One of the hardest decisions you'll ever make is deciding whether to keep fighting for a relationship or finally let go. How do you know if you're being patient or just holding on to something that's already over? One of the hardest choices in life is deciding whether to keep fighting for a relationship or to finally let go. This decision often feels like standing at a crossroads. One path is familiar, filled with shared memories and deep feelings. The other path is unknown and can feel very lonely. Many people feel stuck in this place. They do not know if they are being patient and loyal or if they are just holding on to something that is already over. This uncertainty can last for months or even years. It can fill your days with anxiety and your nights with worry. You ask your friends, you read articles online, but the answer remains unclear because it lives inside you. Letting go of someone you love can feel like an admission of failure. Our culture often celebrates stories of perseverance. We are told to never give up on the people we love, so when a relationship ends, it is easy to feel a sense of shame. You might feel like you did not try hard enough. You may think you were not patient enough or strong enough to make it work. These feelings can be very powerful. They can keep you anchored to a situation that is no longer healthy for you. The idea of failing can feel more painful than the daily struggles within it. This fear of failure is a heavy weight to carry. When you have invested so much of yourself into a partnership, letting go feels like losing a part of you. You shared dreams, inside jokes, countless small moments. Walking away can feel like saying none of it mattered. Fighting for a relationship can be a beautiful and healthy thing. It is a sign that both people care enough to engage with the problems. Healthy fighting is about connection, not control. It is about trying to understand each other's perspective even when you disagree. When couples learn to navigate conflict constructively, their bond can become stronger. A healthy fight involves listening more than you speak. It means you can say, "Help me understand why you feel this way," instead of just saying, "You are wrong." This kind of struggle shows commitment. You both see the relationship as precious and worth the effort of repair. A healthy fight has rules. It avoids cruelty, name-calling, and using insecurities as weapons. The goal is to solve the problem, not to win the argument. After conflict, you might feel tired, but you should also feel heard. These fights can lead to growth. They can teach you more about your partner and about yourself. Healthy fighting is a learnable skill. Every relationship faces challenges. A challenge is a problem you can work on together with effort, communication, and time. Different styles can be learned around. You can learn to give each other what you need. External stress tests a relationship, but facing it as a team can bring you closer. Challenges have a path forward. You can imagine the problem smaller or gone. Incompatibility is different. Core values and life goals that are unlikely to change. These are essential parts of who we are. Trying to change them breeds resentment. Unlike a challenge, incompatibility feels like a dead end where, for one to win, the other must lose. Emotions can feel like a thick fog. They make it hard to see clearly. Love and hope can bias you toward the good and minimize the bad. Fear of being alone, of loss, of the unknown, can trap you in familiar pain. Acknowledge feelings without letting them take control. Ask, what is the wise thing to do? Deciding to fight should be based on clear, positive signs, not hope alone. Both people still genuinely care. It shows up in actions, not just words. Do you both show concern for each other's happiness and well-being? Both partners are willing to communicate, even when it is difficult. Accountability exists on both sides. You both take responsibility and make concrete plans. There is mutual effort, not one-sided effort. Boundaries are honored. Trust can realistically be rebuilt. You share a vision for the future and the kind of partnership you both want. If most of these are true, the relationship has a strong foundation for repair. Fighting for it can be a worthy investment. Just as there are signs to fight, there are clear signs it may be time to let go. One of the most telling signs: one person doing all the work. If you're the only one trying to fix things, suggesting dates, starting the hard talks, even going to therapy alone, this effort is not shared. If your partner is passive, dismissive, or unwilling to change, the effort is one-sided. This dynamic is not sustainable. It leads to resentment and exhaustion. Communication breakdown is a major red flag, when talks turn to screaming or stony silence, and you walk on eggshells with nothing resolved. Repeated patterns that never change show root issues are not being solved. Boundaries consistently ignored signal a profound lack of respect. The most serious sign is abuse: emotional, verbal, financial, or physical. Abuse is a safety problem, not a relationship problem. If abuse is present, the question becomes how to leave safely. Never trade your self-respect, voice, or values to keep a relationship alive. Love should not cost you your identity. Our minds can play tricks on us when we face difficult choices. One common trap is the sunk cost fallacy. You invested time, energy, and emotion, so leaving now feels impossible. You think, I have already spent 5 years. I can't just throw that away. But the time is already gone. The real question is how you want to spend your future, not how much you spent in the past. Attachment styles shape our bonds: secure, anxious, avoidant. Mismatched styles can create a painful cycle of pursuit and retreat. Fear of abandonment can keep you in unhealthy relationships. Challenge the belief that any partner is better than none. Being alone can be for growth, healing, and self-discovery. Emotional investment is real. You are grieving a shared world and future. Acknowledge the grief, then weigh it against your present and future happiness. Even after signs, feelings, and patterns, you may still feel confused. The central question is often not about love. You can love someone deeply and still see the relationship is not healthy for you. The question is not, do I love them enough? Ask, if nothing changed from today onward, would you choose to stay? This question removes the fog of hope and centers reality. Sit with it. Imagine 1 year, 5 years from now, with the same problems. Would you be happy, fulfilled, living the life you truly want? Be honest. If the answer is no, your hope for change may be the main thing keeping you there. Am I fighting for the relationship or the idea of it? Is there genuine effort from both sides? Do I feel valued, respected, and safe? Are we moving forward or repeating the same cycle? If nothing changed, would I still choose this relationship? Talk to a trusted friend or a therapist. If you decide to fight, set measurable goals and seek guidance. If you let go, plan for safety and support, and give yourself space to grieve. Understanding the difference between fighting and letting go is the heart of the matter. This choice is not about winning or losing. It is about finding peace. Sometimes love means fighting for the relationship. Sometimes love means letting go. Wisdom comes from knowing the difference, and no matter what decision you make, never lose yourself while trying to hold on to someone else. The question is not whether you love them enough. The real question is whether both people are willing to do the work required to build a healthy relationship. A relationship cannot be saved by one person alone. Have you ever struggled with deciding whether to fight for a relationship or let go? Share your experience in the comments. And subscribe to the Rebuild Project for more videos on relationships, dating, self-improvement, and human psychology. Choose the path that honors your peace, your safety, and your self-respect. Clarity is kindness, to them and to yourself.